I got goals. I got goals. Who got goals? We got goals. He got goals. She got goals. No, we got goals. I got goals. I got goals. Who got goals? We got goals. He got goals. She got goals. No, we got goals. I got goals. I got goals. Who got goals? We got goals. He got goals. She got goals. No, we got goals. I got goals.
This is Alandon, CEO of Mentors in Motion. You are now listening to the Wellness Wheel on the In the Zone Network.
Welcome back to the Wellness Wheel. I'm Dr. Ebony January, and in the studio with me, I have a very, very, very special guest. And I know that I always say that all of our guests are very special, but this guy is really near and dear to me. He is the CEO of Mentors in Motion, a non-for-profit aimed at making sure that our youth are successful, that they're entrepreneurs. And I'm not going to talk much about it because I sit on the board of the organization, but that's why it's so near and dear to me. Another reason why it's so near and dear to me is because I see someone whose work ethic is unmatched. And we have so many people on our podcast who have non-for-profits, people who are doing great things in the community, but I actually get to see this man in work. And he's texting at 2 a.m., you know, anytime something's on the brain, anytime he's come up with something creative, he's letting the board know. And I really, really appreciate that. And that's so important to me. So, Alandon Pitts, welcome.
I'm happy to be here.
Well, thank you so much for coming. We met up last week, and I said, you know what, I need to have you on the show, and it's so important now more than ever because of our youth and the things that's going on. And when I saw you last week, I looked at your face and I said, what's wrong? And you said you lost a youth. So tell us a little bit about how you got started working with youth and why it's so important to you, why Mentors in Motion is so important to you.
Yeah, so I began working with youth at the age of 21. I actually worked at a community center, and I had the opportunity to just work with a population of kids that was so at risk or so at a disadvantaged state that they needed positive people to come in. Even though I didn't have much at that time, I was able to come in and help these kids grow. You know, small progress is a lot to me. So I had the opportunity to start at a community center. A kid once came to me and said, hey, Mr. Pitts, hey, it's 30 of us in our classroom, and we run the school.
Wow.
I said, what? I said, listen, man, tomorrow I'm going to just take my resume up there. He didn't even know what a resume was, but he just the fact of Mr. Pitts walking in my school, he ain't going to come into school.
Right.
So I actually went to the school. Him and his friends was sitting on the steps. You never know who's watching you, but a lady was watching me from the office, and I walked in, and I said, man, it's 10 o'clock. What are you doing here? Mm-hmm. He said, man, we just chilling. I said, man, why don't y'all go to class? He turned around and walked to class. All the kids on the steps walked to class with him. I walked in the office, and the lady was looking at me. I'm like, hey, ma'am, I'm just here to give you my resume, and if you guys need any help down here, I'm coming. Mm-hmm. She said, I got you. You made them go to class, and that's like the worst of the worst. By the time I made it from the school to Adelaide, which is like a minute and 20 seconds away, my phone rang. A lady was like, hey, I would like you to come in for an interview. If you would like this position, I'm going to hire you. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming. So that's where my education field started at. Like, really just, it started out as an ISS monitor. 2 weeks later, they was grooming me to work inside of a classroom. And now I'm the program director at Innovative Concept Academy. Wow. So, yeah, it's been a long road. And I'm happy, successful, and helping more kids as I go.
Yeah, and so, and I think that that's great because most teachers that I hear nowadays are so afraid of youth that you work with. So you have been key in the school system that you're in.
Oh, yeah. Like, to be honest, that's where Mentors in Motion started at. It was so many teachers afraid to break or get outside of the box and teach a new method. They were so traditional that the kids were getting lost. They was getting lost in the system. So when I come and I say, you know what, I got 32 kids in this class, but everybody want to listen to the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to teach from the radio. So I start using math and music.
Mm-hmm.
I start teaching percentages off of Jeezy and Lil Wayne. I start teaching multiplication through music. And so the key to what I did was, instead of me saying, you know what, I know everything about music, I do music, I produce music, I'm going to go get everybody that I know that work with music and tie them to the education field.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's one thing to say, you know, oh man, we give back Thanksgiving and Christmas. No, we give back every day.
Mm-hmm.
So we go outside the box every day. So it's not like we paper and pencil. No, we're going to teach you through music, something that you like.
Yeah.
Scores went up.
Yeah.
Instantly, scores went up. So now the school is saying, how did you make that happen? Which allows me to bring in different people from the music, the hip hop field, that not only, you know, do their own separate music, but they also see the needs of the kids that are in the community.
Right.
So
right.
tying that correlation makes Mentors in Motion. And we don't just do music, we do everything.
Yeah.
And these classes are social enterprises as well, because we're able to create projects and then not only make these projects great for kids in the community, but the kids actually make profits off of the projects that they create.
Yeah.
So currently we have a multiplication CD and DVD that's in 134 stores across the world. So we're moving.
Which is awesome, and I love it. And I remember when I first met you, your passion and work ethic, like I said, you can see it coming through your pores. It's crazy how passionate you are about these kids, and how now you've used an alternative route to educate our kids, and not just educate them, but turn them into money makers. They're able to go out and do the thing that is probably what's causing them much stress at home.
Right.
Much stress. They're trying to find a way to eat, and so they have beefs with each other. And this is a way so that they're able to show that they actually have talent, and those talents can bring in revenue. So I think that that's so important.
And see, like, to be honest with you, the program is not even promoting the whole rapper aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get to phase 3 in the program, you notice that, you know, all your life you are really just looking at, you're idolizing images.
Yeah.
So you see Jeezy and Yo Gotti, you see this chain, you see these nice cars, you see these videos. And I say, hey, listen, if I can break down this lesson to show you how they got that, would you stay in school? Everybody say yes. Then we turn around and say, okay, while you in school, because when I went to a school, 70% of the kids got kicked out of math class every day.
Wow.
They didn't understand it. They didn't see the correlation. And I can't blame it on the kids. I'm blaming it on the teachers. They didn't see that correlation. They didn't see why is percentages important outside of the classroom. I don't need to multiply. You think you're gonna multiply outside the classroom?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, yeah. I'm telling them, oh yeah. You're gonna multiply, you're gonna do everything. And there's a reason why I'm saying that, because the people that they look up to, they looking up to people like Chief Keef. They looking up to Lil Durk. They looking up to all of these new rappers, and they not understanding it. You know, if these rappers stayed in school, then they wouldn't have to hire so many people around their staff.
Mm-hmm.
I know this because I'm in the music field.
Yeah.
You know, so many artists are looking for, oh man, I need a manager right now. No, you don't. It's people that's making money independently, and you don't even have to worry about that.
Right.
Yeah.
So when the kid comes up and they say, oh, man, we going to the studio? Yeah, you going to the studio for free, but I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about the studio. There's a guy that's going to come out. He's going to say, hey, I own a studio, so the $240 you just spent on the studio, we're going to go out to eat with that. So in the kid's perspective, oh, man, Mr. Pitts just finessed us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
In my perspective, no, this is what you're going to pay every day to make it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to do to make it? What are you going to do to make this $240 every week to go to the studio?
Mm-hmm.
Then they look at me. Yeah, I think we better stay in school.
Yeah.
You better start multiplying.
You better start multiplying right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives us an advantage when we're dealing with kids that are at risk or disadvantaged. I deal with the worst. So all of the kids in our program are suspended for 180 days out of a traditional setting high school. I had a blessing come, and I started getting kids that were not suspended for 180 days. And then the other kids that's already in the program are saying, wait a second, man, I ain't as bad as they say I am.
Right.
If I can hang with these kids that are not suspended already for 180 days, man, I'm going to get out of this school. So we give that self-confidence. All of that comes with the program. So Mr. Bell is real. We call him Tef. I'm going to call him Tef on the show. So Tef comes in because he's an artist in St. Louis, and he see what I see. See, it's one thing to have passion, but when your friends have passion,
Yes.
and they
Yes.
At the
support,
same time.
they support your endeavor. I mean, he's 100% in with me.
It's nothing like it.
I couldn't come to the radio show because it's not just me.
Yeah.
I got a board member here. I got the person that's with me every day.
Yeah.
You know, and
He gave up his seat for me.
He gave up his seat. Yeah, my mama would be proud right now.
Yes.
Our mama would be
I'm proud. I'm like,
right
no.
now.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no.
No, that's just the gentleman in us.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and that's what we teach our kids. You know, so yeah, that's where Mentors in Motion came from. Standing strong, and we moving on.
Yeah. Well, you're listening to the Wellness Wheel on the In the Zone Network, brought to you by Dr. EJ's Text Coaching. Mr. Alandon Pitt, CEO of Mentors in Motion. He, like I said, his work ethic, his passion is so unmatched. And like he said, when other people see your passion and they are all in, it's one thing for them to see it. It's another thing for them to be 100% all in. And for you, and it speaks volumes about you that you can get people to see your passion.
Oh, yeah.
And I love that about you from the day that I met you. And so when you told me what you were doing, I'm like, I'm passionate about the youth as well. I see them in a different arena. But I think that what you're doing is so phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about that. And so tell our listeners what's next for Mentors in Motion.
Oh, it's a lot of things next. So coming up, we have a homeless drive. We're actually starting. We have a board meeting next week, and basically we're going to get a date set. But you can start dropping off clothes now. So we're going to help the homeless in February, right around Valentine's Day. We usually take hot cocoa, water, and coats, clothes, shoes. We clean out closets.
Well, I got some closets for you.
Yeah,
Now, are
come
these all sizes, all ages?
Any sizes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, this is what blew my mind. We was downtown right around this area right here, and just with bags of clothes, and there's so many homeless people in
Yes.
St. Louis,
Yes.
all sizes. It doesn't even matter. I mean, they'll take a small T-shirt just to wrap around their head
Wow.
at night.
Man, you don't know how many
So
t-shirts
leaving the
I got for
school,
ya.
yeah, we can't wait.
Right.
And I'm going to personally come pick it up.
Oh, see?
He'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
He just relieved me.
Yeah, no, you ain't got to do that. We'll come get it.
All right.
Yeah, so just trying to help the community as much as possible. And the phenomenal thing is the kids in the program have learned to give back.
I love it.
These are, quote unquote, the worst kids in the city. But when you teach them that giving back aspect, their whole life change.
I think that's important.
Because-
every group, every nonprofit, every youth that you're working with, they don't just need to just come and get. They need to give back,
Absolutely.
and that gives them power.
Yeah.
Do we have another chair in here? Do we have another chair? I need him to get a mic too. Yeah, because he part of this. He part of this every day. There's
Yeah.
no need for him not to be
This
here.
is this is
Jamming this
Yeah.
game, man. I'm watching this. I'm watching this
I
Cavs
need you to
Bulls
be-
playing. You hear me?
I need you in because when you're dealing, like I said, passionate folks, you get every aspect, even things that I don't see.
Right.
But back to the drive, the kids are saying things that we should do. You know, kids in the program are saying, "Hey, listen, I want to pick up clothes because the number one thing for the population that we serve is an excuse.
yeah.
They coming in, man. My mama, she ain't there for me. Man, my daddy wasn't there for me.
Right.
Mhm.
So what's
No
your excuse?
excuse.
No
Right.
excuse.
There's
Right.
no excuse at
Yes.
all.
It's
So
not
when
about
you,
where you're coming from.
when you
it's where you're going.
eliminate,
Absolutely.
when you
Mhm.
eliminate the excuse,
Yes.
everybody gets along.
Right.
Preach.
Mhm.
Because there's really no reason in the world why we shouldn't be helping homeless. I
Right.
don't understand why these big corporations are not jumping down on
Oh
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if I have to be the trendsetter to make this work,
So
I'm
be it.
knocking doors down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I need you to pick up clothes. I pick up clothes from any corporation in St. Louis.
Mhm.
I'll drive to KC to get clothes
Yeah.
Wow.
for this event.
He's serious though.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
He did serious.
But I'm not gonna go by myself.
Right.
We might have to rent a bus.
Mhm.
That's the type of support we get.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
awesome.
whatever it takes to help the community out, I'm all for it.
I love it. Now, I wanted to ask you something. We talk about the youth and what you're doing with the youth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever get to work with some of the parents of these youth at all?
Every parent in my program,
Wow.
they all
That's
help.
deep.
Yeah.
That's deep. Now we need that in schools, where the parents are participating with the kids.
Oh yeah. See, by being a principal of a school,
Mm-hmm.
it's mandatory that you
I
come
love
see
it.
my kids.
I love it.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
listen. Something has to be set up in place for the parent. So a lot of people say, "Yeah, I got youth programs."
Mhm.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
While your kids are at school, my question to you is, what are you doing for that parent?
I love it. That's
So
deep.
if
You got to do something for them.
when
Mm-hmm.
we get a building,
Mm-hmm.
hear me out. When we get a building,
Claiming
Right.
it.
it's
Mhm.
coming. I
Yes.
know it's coming. I feel
Yes.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna open my building up. All the programs that we have for youth, we'll train parents.
Mm-hmm.
I need all parents working. You
Yes.
start there
Yes.
because parents motivate kids,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then turn around, kids motivate parents.
They
Oh,
do.
yes.
They do.
It's amazing how we have parents coming to the school crying because
Mm-hmm.
they kid come home like, man, I went to the studio and Mr. Pitts and Mr. Bell, Mentors in Motion, fed us pizza. Small things.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, they fed us pizza.
That we take for granted.
Right.
We take
you know?
this for granted. Oh,
Mhm.
pizza, man, we get pizza.
Right.
whenever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pizza. We had pizza.
All right.
Yeah.
They love it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that drive, for as Mentors in Motion, we care about parents, kids, and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cousins, sisters, aunties.
Yeah.
We need everybody to come.
Bringing the family
Yeah.
together.
Come, because when you leave this program, you would have built the computer that you're going to take with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Not only built that computer, but you have a trade to go with it. So if you produce music, if you do crochet, if you do fitness, if you do whatever you do, you're going to take some away
That you can use.
that you can use.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for example, in the studio program, you'll be able to take this software anywhere.
Wow.
College is not for everybody,
Right.
but you're going to get something out of this.
You're gonna
You're
get a
gonna make
trade
money.
or something.
If you do go to college, you'll have a hustle.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And
See,
then, and in this day and age, you should.
Oh,
You should.
People,
man.
get,
There's
people.
people out there needing everything
no,
from
listen,
hair to
The
eyelashes.
funny part is when you get corporate, hustle is not a word anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
right.
I got about 4 jobs.
Yeah.
Single parent, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because my son need 4 jobs
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Teach
for
them.
everything he need to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny that we talk about the word hustle.
We
I'm
hustle
watching
every day.
TV the
Hustle.
other day, and Uber on their commercial
I
says,
seen that.
Uber, the ultimate hustle.
I seen
You
that.
see that?
I seen that. It
You
did
said
something to
that.
my mind when I saw
Yes.
that.
I
I
like
seen
that.
that. I
That's
did.
it. It says
I like
Uber,
that.
the ultimate hustle.
I
Right.
like that.
Like, and then this day and age, what I think I was talking to somebody the other day about that commercial
Mhm.
and them saying that, and what you're doing is you're developing already existing
Mhm.
talent.
Yeah.
That you're developing their hustle.
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
need Uber to hustle.
But the
you use your
mentality,
own
yes.
talent to
but
hustle.
It's that
Yes.
mentality, because what happens, like you said, is those kids start giving excuses to why
Yes.
they're not doing something.
Yeah.
But they all have imagination. They all have
They
dreams.
all have it.
But all you need to do, or all they need to do, is realize that they can do anything that they want to do, and believe anything that might be a hustle that they thought they couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Now they know they can do it.
All right. Well, you're listening to The Wellness Wheel on the In the Zone Network. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back.
Now we got goals. I got goals. I got goals. Who got goals? We got goals. He got goals. She got goals. Now we got goals. I got goals. I got goals. Who got goals? We got goals.
Attention parents, KIPP St. Louis Schools has one of the highest performing college prep schools in the state and is accepting applications for kindergarten through 9th grade. KIPP offered an extended school day, free transportation, college preparatory academics, and a focus on character building skills. Apply today by calling 314-380-KIPP. That's 314-380-5477 or visit kippstl.org.
What I really like about Melissa and what she brings to In the Zone, what she brings to the network is that she's very knowledgeable about sports. She had her own thing going out there with Girl Chat Sports, and I really like what I saw. I like the production. I like the packaging of it. I liked everything. And then when she came on In the Zone and then a light went off, I'm saying, hey, wait a minute, here was an opportunity for us to be able to branch off and be able to start something new in a market that's really starving for our brand of sports and entertainment. So it's been a go ever since. I love what she brings to the table. She's very smart. She's quick on her feet. And again, that's just another piece to the puzzle. In the Zone has grown more than I would have ever imagined. I mean, me and Alandon started doing it. We didn't even know it was going to be to this extent, but here we are now, a year later. And that's just a beautiful thing that we're able to grow. And I'm just glad to have somebody like that a part of the family.
City to city, state to state, worldwide, St. Louis is in the zone.
Goals. 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 I got goals.
I got goals. I got goals. Who got goals? We got goals. He got goals. She got goals. Now we got goals. I got goals. I got goals. Who got goals? We got goals. He got goals. She got goals. Now we got goals. I got goals. I got goals. Who got goals? We got goals. He got goals. She got goals. Now we got goals. I got goals. I got goals.
Hey y'all, it's your radio diva Aprilette, and you're listening to The Wellness Wheel on the In the Zone Network.
Welcome back to The Wellness Wheel. In the studio, we have Mr. Alandon Pitts, CEO of Mentors in Motion. We're just talking shop. We're talking about all of the different things that he's starting to institute and he's starting to develop certain talents in our youth, just to basically to get them off the streets, to show them an alternative lifestyle. So we really appreciate that so much because it is so needed. And so you are the principal over at ICA, correct? The assistant principal.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
So what are some, I know we have the Mentors in Motion program, but what are some other things that you are starting to institute in the school system to, help our students get off the streets and stay out of trouble?
Well, I figure like the more outreach that you give kids the opportunity to do, the more they'll stick with you because they know that you're for them.
Yeah.
So just doing small things like that, that's where it starts at, and then implementing things that they can make money from.
Mm-hmm.
You got to just look at the theology of the whole situation. Kids look at teachers drive cars to school, be happy on Fridays when it's payday.
Yeah.
And they have to still maintain a happiness when they're not getting anything out of it.
Yeah.
So to them, they look at it 10 times different. Like, man, I don't want to be happy. Like, it's not even a happy time for me.
Mm-hmm.
So putting money into place, because you have to also think their value of $1 is different than grown people value of $1.
Mm-hmm.
These kids will rob you for $1.
Yes.
Where we look at $1, man, that's just $1. You ain't even have to steal that. You could have just asked for that.
Exactly.
So just putting programs in place where the kids can make money, like no matter if it's quilting, they'll do it because they get to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Creating small auctions and different things like that. So coming up in like April, close to May, we're going to do a kids expo, which will show all of these things, like show kids how to create resumes, how to dress. It'll have an etiquette piece on top of having rappers come in and talk about how they got to where they are, even if it's not far. It's just the fact that the kids know these people. And for them to tell their story will make total difference in the kid's life.
You can tell them where they came from.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And everybody's got a story.
Everybody has a
Everybody
story.
has a story.
But see, the key to this is, I'm about to start tapping into elementary schools
Okay.
using kids that have been suspended for 180 days.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important for these kids to go back and say, hey, I messed up, and in the situation that I'm in, you don't need to be in.
Yeah.
Now, I had a question about the suspension. The principal of St. Louis Public Schools is trying to eliminate suspension.
Yes.
So you would have to do in-school suspension, I guess, instead of, they're not going to have that, out-of-school suspension program anymore.
Yeah, we don't even believe in school suspension. We never did.
Right.
So our in-school suspension is like community service.
Okay. That's good.
Excellent. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, nobody thinks like that.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways to think outside of the box when you're dealing with these populations.
Right.
No matter if you're in St. Charles, St. Peter's, that's the population I'm saying.
Yeah.
Population, kids as a whole.
Yeah.
Right.
I want people to think I'm just talking about African-American kids. No, I'm talking about all kids, because fighting exists because somebody has something that somebody else wanted.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. So now we have the whole joning thing. Everybody join. But when a kid is really saying, man, I really don't have those shoes, and you talking about my shoes, and
Right.
we fight. After the fight is over, I ask one question. Now what?
Right.
Right.
And
What
they
is
look
this
at me
song?
like, yeah, crickets.
Right.
Right.
You don't even have a reason. So just putting those programs in place, it makes a kid not even think about fighting.
Yeah.
So we implemented a studio program during class time, studio, because in most classes, the teachers want you to stop talking.
That's true.
We want you to talk and be loud,
Right.
express
Be heard.
yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't express yourself now, then you wouldn't know what to say in meetings like these.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
I think that, and it's so important to meet students and people in general where they are, and when I was talking to you off the radio about how I talk with my mentees about the different test taking strategies and things like that, and how people learn differently. And it's well known. It's well known that people learn differently, but yet people forget that for some reason when they get into the classroom and when dealing with children, they forget that people learn differently and that we need to meet children where they are. And it's okay that, you're in a classroom, when you're the leader in the classroom, you got to teach them all. So you got to, find common ground. That's okay. But it's not okay when they take creativity out of the school system to help develop those skills.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
see, the funny thing is, like, during our professional development, I asked the teachers, who listened to the new Lou mixtape? And everybody look at me crazy.
Right.
Like, man, this dude is crazy. I said, no, that's the new lingo. That is the new lingo. So when your kid is in your class, they talk in circles around teachers because they not even adapting to what the kids are listening
Yes.
to.
Yes.
I'm not asking you to listen to it to enjoy it or like it. I'm telling you to listen to it so you'll understand what they talking about
right.
in your class. So if a kid say, I'm going to catch you lacking,
Yeah, I don't
he
know
like,
what that
I don't know what that means.
means. Yeah.
You just
What are you
sitting there
talking
like,
about?
you're laughing like, he's going to catch me lacking.
Right.
I'm like, no, he's going to catch you lacking.
Right.
So just those small things, like if I can get 50 educators to adapt and then teach 50 more educators on what they learn, it'll change the whole systematic thinking of educators. It'll teach them to adapt. I'm not saying music is everything. That's not what I'm saying. But listen, it has a strong, powerful meaning behind this method.
An influence.
And an influence.
Yeah.
I mean,
great
from
influence.
from the time that a baby is in a parent's stomach and
Yes,
a baby
ma'am. Exactly.
and a mother is singing a lullaby.
Exactly.
It
My
starts
point.
there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So from the time that a person that has Alzheimer's cannot remember the person in front of them, but can remember a song.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Music is
Exactly.
everything.
Yeah.
And that's my point. If
That
kids,
rhythm.
you can ask a 4-year-old. I used to start off classes like, I'm going to hit him with the, and the kids would just go crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Yo, he cool. He a
Right,
cool
right.
teacher. I love that dude. And then I say, what's 7 times 7?
Right.
Crickets
Crickets.
again.
Right,
Crickets
right.
again.
Those crickets coming again.
So you have to put it in a form that they understand and know.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in music.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Yeah. What's that? That bus, the little.
Yeah, the Magic School
Magic
bus.
School.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
Nah,
I mean,
That's
so
where it's
we
at.
talk about that, you know,
Yeah.
like
But how many people are adapting to it?
Yeah.
The
That's-
only people you hear doing that is the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, my kids will come in and do the nay-nay and all them type of dances all day.
Mm-hmm. If you let them.
When are you going to adapt that into your lesson?
Right.
Yeah. You definitely have to meet them where they are, because at some point we have to realize, as you know, as leaders, as educators, that it's not about us, it's about the people who we are trying to influence. And if you don't adapt your style, then what you are trying to teach, the point that you're trying to get across is going to fall on deaf ears.
Our kids are our future.
And the information is not to benefit you. So why not change you in order to reach the people that you need to reach?
Yeah, I believe that.
I like what you just said. Our kids are our future.
Yeah, our
People
kids
say
are
that
our future.
it becomes like a cliche,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not.
It's not.
I tell my kids, y'all not our future. You are our future, but for you guys, you're now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For your generation, you're the now.
You're the now.
And so,
And they have to start thinking like that.
Yeah.
listen,
Because
you
they
have
don't,
to put it
they,
in.
Yeah, they don't feel like they're important. They don't feel like they
most
don't even
definitely.
feel like they have a future. You know,
Most definitely.
And with my nonprofit, it's teaching them through entertainment. It's teaching our community through entertainment, education, entertainment.
That's good.
Edutainment.
Entertainment.
Yeah,
Entertainment. That's dope. That's dope.
But also,
hold on,
I'm
entertainment.
right. I'm an ambassador with Hip Hop Public Health, and they use entertainers like Dougie Fresh and Artie Green
Dope.
and all
I saw
those
that.
people. Yes.
Yeah,
And so
Jordan
I
Clark.
connected.
Yeah.
I connected
Thank
with
you,
them
Dr. Van.
because my passion was the same thing: is to fight obesity, but they don't want to hear that same thing.
Yeah.
You know, me being a nurse coming out and saying, "Eat your fruit, eat your vegetables." No, let me come out with this fruit and vegetable song.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna hook up with you.
Yeah, hook up with
I'm gonna
us.
hook up with y'all, and
We
we're
gonna
gonna get
turn it up.
we
That's
gonna get a
dope.
hook. We
Let's
gonna
turn
get
it
a
up.
hook. We're gonna get a hook that talks about eating healthy.
Oh.
Right.
And then we're going to get that little dance.
Oh, we're
and then we're going to make it viral.
Oh, we're going to make it viral.
That's
It's
dope.
going to
Yes.
go viral.
I
So
think that's dope.
it's going right now. I see it, and I've been. That was my passion the whole time
Oh,
because
my goodness.
me just talking to the kids, they like it. But when I see them now, and I put a little nay with it, they're like, "Nurse Cunningham, I ate my vegetables. Nurse Cunningham, I
That's
did my
dope.
push-ups."
That's dope.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And then
That's
I
real.
nay-nay.
And I know they
And I nay-nayed at the same time.
Right.
At the
A
table with my
celebratory
mama.
nay-nay.
Meet them where they are, man.
That's right.
I sing a tune in a minute.
Exactly. You have to meet youth. You have to meet people. You have to meet the people that you're trying to influence where they are.
Right
and
now.
sometimes you have to change you in
Yeah.
order to get your point
Most
across.
times.
Yeah.
Most times.
Yeah.
Because
I
if it was so easy for you to just get them with being you, you can get them just by walking
Right.
outside.
You
You know,
have-
if it was
you have
that
to
easy.
touch 'em.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
All right. Well, you're listening to the Wellness Wheel on the In the Zone Network. Mr. Alandon Pitts, CEO of Mentors in Motion. Tell our listeners where they can find you. Tell our listeners where they can donate to your organization, your cause, your
Of
passion.
course. Okay, we have a website. It's www.mentorstheletterin.motion.org. We also have a PayPal account, which is onementorsinmotion@gmail.com.
That's right.
We're on Facebook. Look us up, Mentors in Motion.
And soon to have a YouTube channel.
Oh, we'll have a YouTube channel as well.
All right.
All right.
We'll do all of that.
Wellness Wheel on the In the Zone Network.
Who got goals? We got goals. He got goals. She got goals. Now what's your goal?
My first goal to make money.
Make money.
My second goal to be successful.
Be successful.
My third goal to have fans. My fourth goal to
Yeah, what I like about Cecilia Towns and what she brings to the table is that she just has this organic, passion about herself. There's not a lot of people that you meet that have that type of passion, that type of get up and go. And it's not so much sports, though. It's about life in general and the way that our people are seen, our people are heard, the way that our people are represented. And I think that she does such a great job with that with gladiatehers.com and even with her appearances on In the Zone. And, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't even be in this position where we are today. So I'm always be grateful. I mean, I'm always going to be in her debt. Cecilia Towns, I mean, she really is the bomb like that.
Dr. EJ's Fitness Bootcamp provides text weight loss coaching, meal reminders, and workouts sent to your phone. Never forget to eat again. Here's Dr. Ebony January to tell you more about it.
I was motivated by my patients and colleagues to develop this program. I realized how weight affected my practice and limited the things that I could do for my patients. So I started giving my patients and others tips and suggestions on eating right. They loved it. The problem, however, was follow-up. I knew that I couldn't be with my patients and friends 100% of the time. So I thought about how I could help patients become healthier, stay on top of them, all while being a busy physician. I realized that the best way to coach them through this process was through text. With my program, I literally text you when and what to eat several times per day, along with specific workouts. I call it text coaching.
You can go to our website at www.drej, that's DOCTOREJ.com, or follow her on YouTube at Dr. EJ, Instagram at Dr. EJ Bootcamp, or on Facebook at Dr. EJ.
My Blooming Health Mobile is a concierge clinical lab serving Missouri and Illinois. We bring the lab to you. Elderly, disabled, or just too busy to stop to get your blood work done, we will bring the lab to you. For your privacy and convenience, we are also available for your drug testing and DNA paternity needs. Allow us to bring you comfort by bringing the lab to you. We are also available for employer drug screenings. You may reach us at www.mybloominghealth.com or 314-942-3272. That's 314-942-3272.
City to city, state to state, worldwide, you are listening to the In the Zone Network.
This is it.
Welcome back to the Wellness Wheel. We'd like to thank our special guest, Mr. Alandon Pitts, CEO of Mentors in Motion. I really encourage you guys to support his cause. He's doing some great things for the youth and in a different way. And we encourage you that if you're passionate about the youth, really start thinking about the things that you do, that you can do differently in order to reach them, because they truly are our future. And it truly does take a village to raise a child. So we like to thank him, and we also like to thank one of our producers who surprised us and called in, Mr. Palmer Alexander. So
the one and only.
So thank you so much. If you'd like to reach out to us, send us an email, wellnesswheel314@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram, wellnesswheel314, on Facebook, wellnesswheel314. We'd like to really thank our sponsors as well. They're listening to the Wellness Wheel on the In the Zone Network, baby.